Hello everyone, I am Dana.
And I'm Sarah.
And welcome to this week's edition of the Redcoat Rundown. Did you hear that Monday was World Aquatic Animal Day?
No, I didn't, but that sounds so interesting.
With April vacation so close, I know we are all anxious for the end of the week.
I know I am, but did you know that Monday in 1973, the first mobile phone call was made by an employee from Motorola to AT&T's Bell Laboratories?
Oh wow, I can't believe it was that long ago.
Well, even earlier, in 1948, U.S. President Harry S. Truman implemented the Marshall Plan after World War II in order to revive the economies of Western and Southern European countries.
I guess you learn more every day because I sure didn't know that.
Now let's take a look at upcoming events with Sarah.
Thanks, Dana and Sarah. Let's discuss some upcoming events happening this April. Monday, April 3rd, biliteracy testing occurred at BHS. This test assesses a student's speaking and listening skills in a foreign language. Those that have completed all 4 years of a language in addition to English are able to earn the seal of biliteracy. Students in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade are all able to take the test. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, there will be a few breaks happening. First, we have an early dismissal on April 5th. Next, there will also be a day off this Friday, April 7th. Another exciting event that many students are looking forward to is April break. It starts April 10th and runs until the 14th. Now back to Dana and Sarah at the news desk.
Thank you, Sarah.
Now that March has ended, it means that so did March Madness. In our very own LMC, there is an intense competition between 16 books to see which was liked the best. Well, out of the 16 books, The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han beat them all. Congratulations to senior Olivia Meralda, sophomore Anusha Hashim, and freshman Sanja Carmeletti for having perfect brackets, meaning they guessed every book correctly.
Oh wow, I can't believe that. Hopefully I'll win next year. Now on to Sports Corner with Sawyer.
Thanks, Dana and Sarah. Welcome to Sports Corner. As we prepare for the spring season, let's take a minute to review the sports that BHS participates in during the spring. This week, we'll be recapping baseball, softball, and tennis. Last year, our baseball and softball teams made it to the second round of the playoffs. Boys tennis made it to the semifinals, and the girls tennis lost in the qualifiers. Great season, Redcoats. This past Monday, the softball team competed against Conard. Boys lacrosse played against Maloney, and girls lacrosse went against Avon. On Tuesday, boys and girls outdoor track played Bristol Central this past Wednesday. Girls golf competed with Newington, boys baseball went against Enfield, and boys tennis played East Hartford. Go Redcoats. That's all for Sports Corner. Now back to the news desk.
Thank you, Sawyer.
Now for this week's showcase with David.
Hello, Miss Jones. Miss Rice, how are you?
Very good.
Good. Miss Jones, what has been your favorite aspect of working with the Redcoat Review?
So my favorite part of working with Redcoat Review has been working with students. In particular, I enjoy working with them on the brainstorming process and then taking that idea, and it sometimes needs to morph through multiple edits and revisions and then bringing it to life and putting it in print so that the rest of the school community has the opportunity to see their hard work come to fruition. I think editing is a really important part of the writing process, and Redcoat Review has really allowed me to work with students on that part of the writing process a little bit more, and I've enjoyed that a lot.
What has been your favorite part of working with Redcoat Review?
Well, I think my favorite part of working with students on Redcoat Review is just seeing where they end up after they leave Berlin High School. I think sometimes you don't really realize when you're a part of a club in high school where that path might lead you. We have 3 former Redcoat Review newspaper students who are actually writing for their college newspaper. We have Nick Spinelli, who's at UConn, and he's writing for the Daily Campus. Lindsay Leary is writing at her university, George Washington University. And we have Sam Turgeon, who actually started a school newspaper at St. Joseph, University of St. Joseph, because they did not have a school newspaper. So I'm sure those 3 students did not anticipate when they were here at the high school that they would perhaps be writing for their school newspaper in college, but that's really where they're at right now, and I think that's really exciting.
That's incredible. So, a little extra question for you. Is there anything that we can highly anticipate from this upcoming issue because it's the last one?
So, yeah, our spring issue for issue 4 will feature the musical, The Little Mermaid, which was an amazing show. So we have a writer who's working on that article. We have a anticipated article on Mr. BHS, which is going to be happening in March, and that's always a very fun event. So hopefully a lot of students will attend. And then we always have, not always, but we have a standing column or 2 or 3 movie reviews that tend to come out, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing what those might be as well.
I am as well. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Jones. Miss Jones, thank you, Miss Rice. Miss Jocelyn, what do you believe is the primary objective of Redcoat Review?
So I think the primary objective of the Redcoat Review is twofold. Number one, we want to inform our school community about important events that are going on. And number two, it provides an opportunity for student writers to hone their journalistic voices.
What has been your favorite aspect of working with the Redcoat Review?
My favorite aspect of working with the Redcoat Review is being able to work with the same student writers for multiple years in a row and see how much they develop their skills and their unique voices.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
If you have a club or event you would like to share and have featured on the next edition of the Redcoat Rundown, let us know.
Scan the QR code on the screen. We cannot wait to hear your stories.
That brings us to our quote of the week. Thank you, everyone. That's the end of this week's edition of the Redcoat Rundown. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.